All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready to take a look at our live trading account this morning, and things are looking pretty good. There's only one position we're kind of worried about. If you saw our last video, we actually lost about $300 in collateral. First loss we've taken in the series, but not terribly worried about that, obviously. As far as trying to make $1,000 a month, that's going to be pretty difficult this month from our starting point, but we'll probably make money. We started at $20,822 in collateral, I believe, if my memory serves me well. Those of you who have seen those videos, you could confirm and let me know. We are on the Lyra protocol. By the way, I should go ahead and say this. Nothing in this video is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not even an expert options trader. I'm a crypto enthusiast. Yes, I've made a lot of money on my investments over the years, various investments, online and offline, in crypto and outside of crypto, and real estate and other places as well. But I started this series not because I felt like you needed to follow me. This is just an area in crypto that a lot of people aren't paying attention to. And the reason I like Lyra is because they are really crypto-centric. I mean, they're a decentralized or mostly decentralized options trading platform. The strategies that I'm using, you could use in practically any options platform is the truth on traditional markets or otherwise. Crypto tends to be volatile. I think the premiums tend to be quite good that we get for selling options, which is why it's easier to sell options in crypto, in my personal opinion, but maybe that's just my own personal bias. I will put a link down to Lyra down in the description if you want to check them out. It will be an affiliate link. You will be supporting this channel. This is not sponsored content. This entire series that I'm doing, Lyra did not even know that I'm doing it. I'm in practically no contact with them outside of their support chat or whatever. And I did let them know that I did the very first video just to help them out, only because no one's talking about this protocol. I think it's a great protocol. I like it personally. So I wanted to make content about it, and I wanted to be able to show options trading at the same time. So I love selling options because I think it's a way to use your crypto to be able to produce more income with crypto in a semi-reliable, semi-passive way typically. Now, if you've been following this journey, it's been hairy. You've seen some of the good, bad, and the ugly already. So many times on YouTube or the internet, people talk about investing and they always talk about their wins. They talk about things in hindsight. They look at charts in the history and they show their wins and they act like, they're always winners. And when you're starting out, that can be very difficult. It can be very hard to watch, and it can make you feel like you don't know what you're doing. The reality is I have a fair amount of experience trading options, and you can see the imperfections of trading. You can see kind of a real raw example of it. So that's why I've been doing this entire series. If you want to support the series, you can click on Lyra in the description and check it out. By the way, I will always let you know if I do content that is sponsored. I do get requests to do sponsored content often, and sometimes I do sponsored content, but I will always disclose to my subscribers, and I will always make my very best effort to disclose to my subscribers that I am getting sponsored for putting up content. Again, I don't have a problem with sponsored content if it's content that I seem to like or I think is interesting, but I will always disclose that to you as a viewer, and I hope you appreciate that. And by the way, if you do me a favor and smash that like button. And if you want to continue to follow this series, then at the end of this video or down in the description, I'll put the entire playlist of the series. You can catch up. We're only on day 5 right now. So here we go. If you saw my last video, I had a little bit of a it was rough. The market moved abruptly, and I'm not really sure what's going on with Ethereum. It may have something to do with the overreaction of the Mt. Gox Bitcoin potentially getting sold. I'm not sure. But Ethereum is selling off a lot more than Bitcoin has. I mean, yesterday we were about 10% down, which is crazy. If we look at our positions right now, most everything's looking good. Unfortunately, we've got some positions that go way out in the future. I like to have them a little bit closer. We got 2 down here all the way to August, but we had to do that to be able to collect our premium, so we rolled out that far with our previous videos. The only position that we have with a little bit of trouble is this one here. We'll take a look at that in a moment. The option that we had for the 5th, that just expired. So that's good. And you can see that my buying power is back up. We're at $2,800 in our buying power. The question is now, do I want to use some of this to make another trade? Because I need to get back about $300 to get back to where I was yesterday. So let's just take a look at this. This is the only one that could be in trouble. I opened up these two positions, I think, in my last video, and as you can see, they're doing pretty good. This one's already in a little bit of profit. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. So ETH 26 on July 26th, and it's a put options. July 26th. Let's go look at the put. The 26. So we've got an 18 delta. Keep in mind we like to keep them below 30. At 30, they're going to need some attention. So I think what we will do, 18. Let's come back over here. I don't think I'm going to do anything. We got $2,800 in buying power. I mean, I definitely could sell some options. I would like to sell some more options. But I would like to sell to the 12th. And I'm already pretty heavy on puts because I've been selling a lot of puts because the market's been going down. And I like this one right here, this 2,600. I like this a lot. It's got a 12. That's a 3% at 10%. I wasn't going to do anything. The reason I don't want to do anything, maybe I'm not. I need to have some self-discipline here. The reason I don't want to do anything, the reason I'm leaning towards not doing anything, is because I need this buying power available if the market drops again. And you would think that it should not continue dropping, but crypto's unpredictable. So if it drops again, I will end up having to roll this option out further. I was already on the 26th. So yeah, I think I'll hold off. If this was on the 12th and it was in trouble, then I would be less concerned. But it's already on the 26th, so I'm going to need that buying power to collect more premium. So I think I'll hold off. That's what I'll do. All right, so just an update on where we're at. Collateral's at $20,794. We started out at $20,822 because we had run it up a little bit, but we'll get that back. I'm not too worried about it. As you can see, our little daily chart is creeping up. Oftentimes, selling options is very boring most of the time. 80%, 90% of the time is super boring. So it's kind of interesting that on day 3 or day 4, you all got to see a lot of interesting stuff in this video series. However, I'm not worried about it overall. We'll make it back. The great thing about options is it can be pretty low stress if you don't freak out too much. And if you're like, but Wealth, you've already lost, $300 in your collateral. That's correct. But everybody else investing in Ethereum who's been holding it, I mean, they're down a lot more. They're down, what, 2,000? They're down maybe close to 20%. That would be $3,000 or $4,000 on a $20,000 account. So I'm not down as much. That's the great thing about selling options when the market's pulling back. Typically, you're just not going to be down as much as if you held the underlying. In most cases, if you're a little bit conservative with your options strategies. All right, that's where we're at so far. I think we're just going to leave everything where it is, let it play out for another 24 hours, and keep an eye on it. Thank you so much for watching. Do me a favor, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Be sure to click that bell notification icon so you don't miss a video. And if you appreciate my candidness and my transparency, do me a favor and smash that like button. Thank you so much. This is Crypto Wealth. I'm out. Have a great day.